Hey, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? What's good, man? Hope all is well. Hope all is well with everybody out there. Keep chasing your dreams. Don't stop, man. Keep chasing your dreams. Don't stop. All right. Blessings to everybody out there. Chasing their dreams. Keep chasing your dreams. Don't stop. Even if it's you that could get in your own way, don't stop chasing your dreams, man. I just want to say good evening to some. Good afternoon to some. You know what I'm saying? It's still afternoon over there in Hawaii, and it's pretty much early mornings in the east coast of Africa. So shout outs to everybody out there. Pretty much everybody out there doing something positive, man. Going after what they aspire. Okay. Now, give me a moment. Let me share this real quick, man. In and out, man. All right. So this is just a video of me just talking, man, about the case. I've been following the case since it happened. Maybe like a week later, or something like that. Because I watch a lot of news while I work on projects and while I do other things. You know what I'm saying? I prefer to watch documentaries, the news, than to watch movies sometimes and TV shows. I like to know what's going on with the world. I like to know what's happening, basically. But today, man, I just like to express my thoughts on what's going on with this Idaho murders, man. And ever since I've been following it, I've always been very suspicious about the roommates. Very, very suspicious about the roommates. Like, who wouldn't be suspicious about the roommates? Like, I mean, even the friends are probably suspicious about the roommates, okay? Because I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how could two roommates be in a room and I share an actual, a facility together like that and not know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And especially the details. Okay, the details from the police, all right, is what's making it even more suspicious on for these ladies, man. Well, particularly for one individual, because there's two surviving roommates. There were six people in the house, four died or got killed, okay, and two remain alive. And before the cops even caught this guy, I don't even know his name. I forgot his name. Is it Michael? Before the cops even caught Michael, we were already suspicious about the roommates. Okay, the series of events, or let's just say series of actions, okay, that were taken by these roommates prior to the police being involved, okay? And then when you hear the new details, it makes it even worse because it's just, like at first, before the police officers released all the details we're hearing now, that they released in the past couple weeks or past week or so, we didn't have the details that one of the roommates, okay, I don't even remember her name, that one of the roommates had an encounter with the killer or said allegedly the killer, okay? Because now, although his DNA may be on the actual the sleeve of the knife itself, it doesn't necessarily mean he's the killer. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't necessarily mean the man is the killer. So we can't even guarantee that this individual is the main culprit, is the killer. Okay, we can't even say like, hey, I'm for sure this guy killed these young ladies, these individuals. Okay, but like I was saying, before we even had the details that one of the surviving roommates had an encounter with the killer, or allegedly the killer. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't know that this individual had the encounter, but The series of actions prior to even knowing this information is what made some of us on the internet feel like, what's going on here? Like something very fishy, smelly, whatever you want to call it, is going on, man. Like I really don't know. Like, like how could two roommates, okay, before we even knew the details that there was an encounter with the killer, how could two roommates, okay, not call police? Okay, how could two roommates like just take those types of actions and not calling the police until about, I believe, noon, okay, around noon, okay, and it's when they called the cops. It might have been 11 o'clock or whatever, you know what I'm saying, but still a long time, you know what I'm saying? And according to the details from the police, they could have been dead around 3 a.m., 4 a.m. So you're talking about almost 8 hours, okay, pass. Okay, almost 8 hour passes, okay, before any type of phone call was made to an official, okay, an official in uniform that can actually take action and actually make something happen. You know what I'm saying? So, first of all, the call was not made till 11. Let's ask, why wasn't the call made at 5 a.m.? Why wasn't the call made at 6 a.m.? Why wasn't there a call at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m.? You see what I'm saying? Like, why weren't any calls made to officials? Like, but guess what? The surviving roommates made phone calls, okay, to friends. You hear what I'm saying? Like, surviving roommates, before they called the police officers, okay, before they called any cops, they called their friends. I don't care what situation you're in, okay. I don't care. I don't care what situation you're in, okay. Even a 10-year-old, even an 11-year-old, you know, even probably a 7-year-old will tell you call the cops, okay? And this is the part that's making everyone feel like, man, yo, there's something else going on with this situation. Ain't no way that two roommates, surviving roommates, okay, two surviving roommates did not call police for about 7 to 8 hours, okay, after, okay, 7 to 8 hours, all right? That is ridiculous, man. In my opinion, that is the most unsatisfactory shit I ever heard. How could two roommates be in a house for about almost 8 hours with dead bodies, okay? And before they even call the cops, okay, when they notice the bodies, okay, first one of the details from the case is that um that one of the surviving roommates assumed that uh, the one of the roommates that got killed was just unconscious. I don't know how they would think, okay, that, okay, because I know the type of scene they described, okay, through the details the police officers and the investigators described. They described a gruesome scene. So I'm wondering what made her think, that, okay, yeah, this individual's passed out. Let me call a home girl. Let me call my friend to see what they can do to help. Okay, I'm sure that individual, okay, maybe having a CPR certificate, can perform CPR. I'm not sure, but that's what happened. They called friends before they even called the police officers, and that is what's not settling with me at all, because any situation when it's that like something like that, like you got right away. You know what I'm saying? Y'all called, did your friends like if somebody called me, like if my homeboy called me or homegirl say, "Hey man, Kenny, I don't know, something is wrong with this individual. He's not bothering me right now." As soon as I'll tell that friend, "Why have you not called the cops?" And then if I hear that they were delaying or, stalling to call the cops, I would have disconnected the call right then and there, and I would have called the cops myself. So this piece of evidence right now, before all the new details and evidence, is what was making people on the internet like question, okay, y'all need to investigate the roommates, because that there's no way that the surviving roommates are not involved, right? So, and then also before we got this piece of information, we assumed that the surviving roommates were on the first floor or the basement. I think it was the basement. Everybody on the internet thought it was the basement, or it might have been the upper floor. But I thought it was the basement. Okay, and when we assumed it was the basement, um, we thought, okay, that could be a reason. Okay, because we was making up our own, you know, uh, assumptions and investigating things on our own. Okay, basically, right? So we was investigating things on our own. And basically, we looked at it like, okay, for them two roommates to survive, they had to be in the areas where it's not visible or accessible easily to the killer or alleged killer, right? I don't know how this is going to work. So basically, with the alleged killer, the new details gave us more insight that they weren't on the bottom floor. The actual roommate was in the area where she can actually see the killer, okay? Because she actually had an encounter with the killer, alleged killer, let's just say that, right? Encounter with the alleged killer, and I mean, actual words, okay? Words were said to each other. I'm not sure if she said anything back to the alleged killer, but he said something to her. And to me, I take what he says into I take a deeper meaning into what he said. He said, don't worry, everything's going to be safe, or I'm going to take care of everything and it's going to be safe." Okay, so it's like, to me, that's kind of like, hold up, man. What does he mean, like everything's going to be safe? Like, you're in a house slaughtering four people, but you're telling one of the surviving individuals that may have ran into you after you killed everyone, or all four individuals, okay, is when you get you encounter with the man, and next thing you know, the man tells you everything is going to be safe, man. I'm just a little too skeptical about this. I'm going to be doing another video about it. This is just drive time with Sage, man. I just wanted y'all to hear me out on this topic, man. I think that something's really going on. I'm gonna tell you what I really, really think in my next video, when I actually can sit down and really concentrate and not drive. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you have tuned in, it's peace, love, and happiness, man. I'm out.